Morning. Right, let's find this. Okay, I've got my other phone set up. Jolly, jolly good. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. Hope you're all well. Right, just need to put my phone on charge. And get all these wires out of the way. What's going on? What's going on? Right, there we go. Perfect. Right. Hi, Steph. Hi, Carol. Hope you're all right. Who's glad it's Friday? Me, me, me. Me, me, me. Oh, right. Now. Hi, Morag. Hi, Madeline. Nice to see you here. Right, let me just get a little mat to work on. Okie doke. Now, this is where my little ickle glue dots come in handy. So I've wiped down my desk after last night's messy play. Hi, Joe. So, yes. Right, let me get sorted. I'm on proper coffee this morning because we've ran out of instant. But that's alright because instant's pretty yuck anyway. I swear that my camera moves over and over and over. Yeah, I'm still wiping away some little bits of glitter. Right. Let's get this lined up straight. Come on, up you go. I really should just get a permanent kind of mat. Right, let's stick it down with my glue dots. Keep it in place. How is everybody? Oh, brilliant. That's great. Might be a lot of swearing, will there? Oh, dear. Right, okay, so let's get this stuck down. Oh, it's so nice outside. Once I've done this, I'm going to dye my hair because the grey roots is just beyond a joke. I've been trying to dye it all week and then I've been tired and busy and one thing and another, so I must do it. Morning, Carol. I must do it today. Right, so what do you need? You need some card bases. Here's some I made earlier. I really need to order more thick cardstock. You also need some matte layers. And then you also need layers for, morning Michelle, sticking down your scrappy pieces. So I'm just going to quickly cut, where's my trimmer? I'm going to cut the, this. So I'll try and make 4 cards this morning. They are very simple. Right, so I've already got some bits cut for layering up. Joe's allergic to messy, bless you. Right, so there's the vase. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to make my matte layers 3 7/8. So 1/4 of an inch shorter and skinnier than my cards. 5 5/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Obviously, you cut your layers to whatever size your cards are going to be. Perfect. I really like matting them up with the black just now. Right, so another 2. So that gives 4 in total. Like so. Then I'm going to trim down to the top layer. I'm going to trim that down. Right, so these are pre-cut, so let's see if there's enough of a border. I think that looks Looks not bad. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Morning, Kirsty, how are you? That goes there. So it's just a couple of ideas for you to use scraps. Because let's face it, we've all got scraps. And it's also good if you have a designer series paper or a patterns paper that you're not too keen on. Hi, Suzanne. Then you can cut it up into strips and get a completely different look for your projects. Right, this little mic keeps moving. Right, so what have I got? Where did I put my doodah? Here we go. So this is random offcuts of a designer series paper called Tea Boutique. I was making little gifts with these, and there's lots and lots of excess pieces. So it's just a case of mumbling them all together and seeing what we'll come up with. Oh, thank you. These are papers, Suzanne. These are just paper. They come in a pad. There's all different kinds. I've got a planner one as well, but I just don't want to write on that one yet. Right, okay, so what we want is a top layer, and all we're going to start doing is randomly putting your strips on it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some in half, because let's face it, there's plenty, and that'll make it a little bit more interesting. So now I've opened up a brand new glue for you guys. Right, there's lots of ways you can do this. You can, sometimes I like to actually do this on black and leave a little gap so it's like a mosaic look, but today I am just going to stick them down anywhere. Let me get my little silicone mat actually. Let me get this because I don't want to dirty my new pretty desk tidy. Oh, it's dirty from the last project. Never mind. Right, okay. So all you want to do is start adding these wee strips on. Just butt them up to each other. If you want to leave a gap, that's all right as well. There's no right or wrong way. It's just play. You will get glue fingers. And once we've got them all on, we're going to trim it off, and then there's sometimes little excess pieces that you can then use again, such as these bits. So just need to wait and see. Make sure they're all cut out the same size though, or you're going to give yourself a sore head trying to marry them up in line. I think some of my strips are slightly smaller. Right, okay, let's chuck some lemon in here. They're just all higgledy-piggledy, but they will come out all right, I promise. Right, okay, let's get this big one on. I'm going to do a full strip for that one. And you can just cut as you go. So here's this one here. Now that's slightly wider, but it's okay because I'll get away with that. And I think I'll put a bit down here as well. Like so. So I will do all the layering first and then I'll stick them on the cards, because I have a plan for card number 2. Right, so what else have we got here? Let me see. Am I still seeing comments? Yep. My little mat's not sticking right. Hope you can see it okay. Yep. Right, fab. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. What's everybody's plans today then? Like I said, I've got to dye my hair. I must do it because it's looking so funky. But not funky to my liking. Right, let's get a bit of blue stuck on here. Yeah, that one's slightly thicker, but it's okay because I will overlap the next piece slightly to keep it in line. Ooh, this one's pretty. Oh, nearly chopped my fingers there. Right, so I'm just going to shove that one on there. Nice. Let's pop this one here. You can see I've just slightly, I've lined it up with the one that's correct and slightly overlapped that, but that's absolutely fine. More eggs. Let me see. Carol's tidying up from last night. More eggs looking after granddaughter, so we'll go to the park. Oh, lovely. Safe trying to find lost mojo. Oh, fun. I think that's because you've done so much the other day, isn't it? Right, let's get this one stuck on. People might not like doing this because it is just totally random. Random patterns and stuff. But you know what? It's fun. And that's what we want, isn't it? Fun, fun, fun. Right, so let me pick this up. Right, I'll put a little bit down here. What I will do is I'll mat this up in a bit of white though, just to make it pop some more. Right, what other colours can we use? What about this one? Yep. That's the opposite of this lovely yellow. Stick that there. I think we need a little bit red. More egg lights random. That's brilliant. Perfect, because this is very random. It's very random. Right, now. What do I want now? Do I want a bit pink? That's a bit short. So, oh, let's get this pink that's got little dots on it. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to attach it to the card like so. Perfect. And I think we'll go for some... Nope, done that already. Let's see. I think we'll go for this one. I'm going to do the lemons. Ta-da! And I think we'll use this blue for the little end bit because it just fits in no more. Ta-da! Okay, I'm just going to cut a bit off of there. Oh, no, don't cut your nail, Tricia. So we just need to fill in the little gaps around the edges. So I've got one here, there and there. Now I would say when you're at the edges, do give it time to dry before you trim it off. Trust me, I've had bits falling off in me all the time. Need to get some patience, don't I? Right, a little bit red in this corner. Did anybody have a go at a pocket letter that I done last week? I had fun doing that. It's been so long. Again, something to do. It's not just with scraps, obviously, but because you're working with such a small medium, then it makes sense. Right, okay, so let's peel this off. See, my mat's all nice still. What we're going to do is going to trim, trim, trim. I'm going to get older, cheapy scissors. She says, don't know what I've done with my cheap scissors. Right, hang on, I can see. I'll just use my big IKEA ones. So I'm just going to trim off like so. I'll just do it slightly to the right so that the glue bits aren't sticking to my other bits of paper. So you see how that's coming together? Lots of bits of glue. I'm going to have to clean my desk again. Suzanne's saying love the effect. Oh, bless. Thank you. Ta-da! Isn't that cool? Right, I'm going to pop that to the side because I need to do another one. So let me get a little mat layer. Now this one, I am going to do red and pink, but I don't need the full bit because I've got a plan. Right, let's see. I am going to kind of think about this one a little bit better because look how quick I went through those strips. Right, is there any yellow? Need some yellow in here. and a bit purple. Right, cool. Right, I'm just going to put these on just straight across the bit of paper, okay? I'll show you why in a wee minute. I'm so sticky. So sticky. And this one. And let's do some more. What I'm going to do with this, I'm going to punch out some shapes. Let's get a pink on there. What else have we got? We've got another red. In fact, let's put a little bit blue in this one. And a bit red. This is easier than doing it diagonal, this one. But I am going to just be chopping it up anyway, so. What else have we got? Another bit pink. Oh, that bit pink squint. I'll put that in the bin. Can't be having that. In fact, I'll use this side. A little bit flowers. What else have we got? What else have we got? Oh, a little bit blue. Da, 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 da. And some red. Right, okay, so let's chop these bits off as well. Off with his head. Right, that's my good bits over there. That's my sticky bits. So I'm going to get them to the side out of the way. And again, these bits you can cut, when you cut them off, you can use them again if you're doing kind of like a mosaic effect. But this one isn't. So, there we go. Right, I'm popping that to the side because I need to let that dry. So this one we're going to build. Move this out of the way. I don't even need to layer it up with the white because I think that looks quite nice itself. A little bit glue. Pop that down there. And this is going to go on the card. So you do need thick card for your base because this can be quite heavy. Centre it as best you can. Thank you, lovely. You know, like some of these I'm not actually keen on some of the patterns, but I like that. Right, so next card I'm just going to, we've still to add sentiments, which is fine. We'll do that last. But I'm just going to pop these on just now. Make sure your card's open in the right way before you put your sentiments and stuff on. Trust me, I do it all the time. You go to open a card. Hi Robin, how are you? And it's the wrong way round. Right, so what I'm going to do is I've got my duo of heart punches. So I need a bit of black. So I'm just going to take this. So that is a bottom layer because these layer up on each other. And then this one I am going to punch out with the top one. Hi Barbara, if I can get it open. There we go. Now be careful because there is double on this. Now look, you can just switch it around, see what pattern you want. I think I'll go with this one. I'm going to do this off screen. Oh, well that was easy. Okay. Okay, that was easy. So there's another wee idea. You can punch out some shapes. Or die cut if your dies are strong enough for that. Look, I've got stuff sticking to me everywhere. Hope you're well, Barbara. This needs some foam. So some dimensionals on the back. Give it some weller. Yes, I'm doing good. Yeah, the video will be saved and you can watch on catch up at your leisure. Right, I'm going to pop that here. Brilliant. Right, what's going on with my mat, guys? It's a wibbling, a wobbling. Don't think I pushed down my little glue dots good enough. Right, so let me see if I have... I'm going to punch out another heart because I'm going to show you something. I'm going to line this up with the side. Okay, I'm going to punch out a heart. And then I'm going to cut this and make a little layer with it. So I'll just get my little mini trimmer thing out. It's cute, the wee heart, isn't it, Carol? So I'm just going to eyeball roughly the distance from there to there. I think that's about right. And I'll do the same at the edge. So you're using you can use a negative piece as well. So let's pop that on a wee card. I think I'll layer this in a bit black actually. That's quite nice. Yeah, let's do that. Again, using up wee scrap bits that are on your desk. There we go. There we go, there we go. And I'm just going to go for it with my big scissors. Great. So let's get this on a card. Lots of different ideas just from little scrap pieces, isn't it? It's just something different. I mean, people probably do this quite a lot, but it's good to be reminded. Because there's lots of techniques and things you can do when making cards. And let's face it, we've all tried them, but then it's reminding ourselves to go back and revisit stuff. And try things again, but with different papers and stuff like that. Ta-da! And then this would go in there. Look how 3 completely different looks. I remember I actually made a little heart in rainbow colours for Pride. And I put a little ribbon on the top and a little charm that says Handmade with Love. I think Stampin' Up done them at the time from the art suite, and I sent it to one of my friends in America. One of my demo friends, and he still has it up on his in his craft room because I did check in on him. He says, "Yep, hi Ali." Oh, thank you guys, you're so kind. You're so kind. Right, so if anybody's got the take your pick tool, get the pokey side and just poke, get rid of those little mites, because these end up all over my dogs and everything. So there we go, there's 5 off quickly. And then we're going to make sure this is the right way. Yep, you can even do it horizontal if you wanted. Right, I am going to put this here. Now I'm putting it higher up because I'm going to be brave and I'm going to stamp directly on to, is that squint? Yes, it is slightly on the wonk. Directly onto the card. Now if you make a boo-boo when you're doing it directly onto your card, you can just cover it up with another one. Right, my bad, that's squint. That's a bit better. There we go, just be careful. Right, so for on here, I need a bit of black as well. Told you I'm loving the black just now. So I'm going to trim this a little bit. And you don't need, I don't think you need embellishments or anything like that. Sometimes less is more. Especially if you're using nice papers. Where they do all the talking kind of thing. Right, let me get a scrap piece of this. I'm going to trim that down. You like how I just make it up as I go. So that is, I'm going to make that, I think this is, I've cut this slightly squint. Yeah. Let me just trim it up nice and straight. There we go. Right, to get rid of the junk. Right, let me measure this so I can get a little mat layer. Where is my ruler? Oh, here it is. Here it is, I've got it. I've had this ruler for years. I'm sure I acquired it at one of my first jobs. Right, 2.5 by 1 1/4. 2.5 by 1.25 for our little matte layer that we're going to stamp on. Our top matte layer. Perfect. That is going to go on there. If you've got circle punches from Stampin' Up that are retired now, you can use them as well. Let's see. See, we make up as we go just like last night. Yes, we did. I know. And my thing's dried slightly up, so I'll need to maybe bend it down a bit or hot glue it down onto my frame. What do you think? In that way I could pop it in a frame on my craft desk. Right, okay, so a stamp set I want to use is called Stepping Stones, because I just love it. We've also got this one. It's really good. So it's got Made with Love, Just for You, things like that. This is my favouriteest just now because, let's face it, you all know I love a great sentiment. So, what will we do? Let's see, we need to make sure they're going to fit on. Oh, look at that. That fits on there perfect. So let's do card 1 first. We all know that I love a good sentiment. Sometimes you can be in a yucky frame of mind and then you read something really pretty or something that resonates with you and it can cheer you up and put a wee smile on your face. Okay, these blocks are good. You can see where you're stamping. Ta-da! Quite an ergonomic design as well because it's got the bit missing around the middle. And they're nice and thick. If you are going to purchase these though, and you've gone from little skinny stamping blocks, it will take you a little while to get used to them. But persevere, because honestly, once you've got the thicker ones, there's no going back. Oh, thanks, Barbara. You're so kind. These are really good as well. I think I've done some cards like this. You remember at the start of the pandemic, I made some rainbow cards. I'm sure it's on my YouTube channel to do with NHS. So I made the rainbow colours and things like that. So, yeah, you could use any colours you want. It doesn't need to be patterned paper. Right, come on, off you get. Carol loves her Stampin' Up blocks, great for poorly hands. Oh, definitely. Definitely. Remember, I thought I'd lost a couple of blocks. And where did I find them? In the block case, because they come with a case as well. I thought I'd lost them. I was like, no, they're in the place they should be, Tricia. So they're all in my drawer. Right, this could go that way or that way. I think I'll keep it as a tent fold though. And I'm just going to pop that here. So there's the first card. And like I say, you can use any papers you like, any colours. You can be brave and mix them up and just have a mishmash and it turns out pretty. Ta-da! Right, card number 2, which is made using the punches. And let me get my little chamois out to clean my stamp. So satisfying, that squeak. Okay, right, so next sentiment is going to be, I'm going to put on this one, follow your own star. And I think if I can fit this one here, I will do. Yes, let's do that. Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. Just like in here, all as crafty friends. Right, so Steph saying the thing you started, I made cards for every ward at the local hospital. Oh, brilliant. It's just amazing, isn't it? It's a nice thing to do. Right, being brave. It's going to stamp right on the card, and you know what? I think it'll be okay because I can see where I'm stamping. Right, I need to bring it closer to me, or should I stand up actually? Because little short arms me. There we go. Ta-da! Love it, I love it. I love it. I can't believe it's nearly August already, by the way. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Right, okay. Always put your stamps away, guys. Because they're cling and they're sticky, sometimes they'll stick to other stuff. And if you lose them, you'll be kicking yourself. So I always put mine away pretty much straight away. Right, okay. So the next card is Follow Your Own Star, Dante Alighieri. So I am just going to pop that in there. Ta-da! Right, what I'm going to do quickly though is show you something, because I've just had a little idea. Because I've still got some of these Scrappy strips left, I'm going to get my Starlit punch out. This one's great for Christmas and things like that. So you have like a North Star, you've got like the gold star shape, you've got the 6 point, you've got a fatter one, and you've got a little 4 one, and a little baby one. So I'm going to get a bit of black, and I'm going to do a couple of little stars. Your oldest is 31 next Friday. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'll tell you something, I still have a huge pile. I am really rubbish at sending Christmas cards. I think it's because my kids are still young. Oh, I didn't punch that right. The kids are still young, and it's always a kind of stressful time worrying about if we're going to have enough for them and stuff like that. I know most people are like that these days. What's going on here? Too busy talking. Right. There we go. There's the other wee star there. Right, okay. But I do have a huge pile, and I have been meaning to give them to charity. I think it was the Chaz Children's Hospice across Scotland that I gave it to the last time. Yeah, my oldest he's going to be 17 in December, so we need to apply for his provisional. Right, I'm going to pop the star down here. I can find my glue. I just love it when you have all these punches and things to hand and you just make it up as you go. Right, got a little straggle of thing with there. Right, these two little ickle ones. I'm going to use my take your pick tool, and I'm going to pop them on, she says. A wee bit too much glue on that one. But it's fine, it dries clear. So look at that. Follow your own star. And if you wanted, you could put stars in here or anything you like, but I think that's nice. Robin's saying girls were 25 and 26. Oh, wow. Wow. I don't envy anybody that's got just girls. Because I've seen my friends have all got girls, and boy, they were hard work. They were always fighting when they were little, and oh my goodness. So what do you think? Do you think you would have a little go at doing this? Like I say, it's a good way to get rid of some scrap pieces. I mean, look how pretty they've turned out. You know, rather than sitting papers to the side, not using them, just cut them all up. Oh, come on, in you go. I'll wash this. I'll give this a wash later. Carol's baby boy's 38. Wow, my husband's 39. He's 40 next year. And I'm 44 in September. I think I'm 40. Am I 44? 44. Yeah, I am. Oh, that's terrible, isn't it? I think once you turn 21, you lose track of how old you are. Steph's 32, 31, 29, 25. Wow. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, folks, if you are making these, please do share your makes up into the group so that everybody else can see them. Because trust me, even just putting one card up, you don't know who you're going to inspire to get their craft on that day. Like I say, that's what the group's for. Inspire each other, enable each other to buy lots of craft stuff, More eggs 21 in her head, she's saying. So there is the wee cards. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll go now and I'll finish my warm coffee. That's probably cold now. And that's great. There was 11 of you guys watching. I do put this up on my YouTube channel as well. However, it will be in the group for replay, so watch it in the group first. Brilliant. Oh, fab. Right, guys, I'm off just now. I'll speak to you all later. Oh, before I go, I am home alone all weekend, so I'm going to get my craft on all weekend. Hubby is away to a golf weekend. I will miss him, obviously, but yeah, I'm going to get my craft on. Right, speak to you later, lovelies, and have a nice Friday. Bye.